Hey guys, HodgePodge here, and welcome to the first episode of what I will be calling HodgePodge Rambles. Basically, take the curblog format of just sitting in front of a microphone and talking about anything that's from silly to serious that I want to talk about or that you guys want me to talk about, and I'll talk about it. It's more of me talking than rambling, but I will ramble, and HodgePodge Talks is not as catchy of a name as HodgePodge Rambles. What I'm going to be rambling about today is something that a lot of people on the internet have been talking about. For those of you who don't know, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is, for those of you who have been living under a rock, it's basically a phone app made by Nintendo in partnership at the Pokemon Company. You know that the company in Nintendo that is exclusively uh, for making Pokemon games, and they've partnered with Google Maps and Niantic to make a virtual reality uh, phone app that lets you catch Pokemon. Basically, it lets you relive your dreams if you lived in the 90s. If you grew up watching the show and playing the games, I'm pretty sure like a lot of us had that dream of like I want to be a Pokemon trainer when I grow up, and now we can. Now we can. The cool thing about that is though, not every player is like people my age, which is like 20. It's people younger, who still grew up with Pokemon, and people even younger who grew up with the newer generations of Pokemon. Like there are people who are like 10, like I want to go on a Pokemon adventure, and then people who are like 50, who are like I want to go on a Pokemon adventure. They're more of that is they're more like oh I want to do evening walks, and this gives me like a fun incentive, which is what I do. I've gotten out a lot now that Pokemon Go has come into play. I've always wanted to do like walks, but I've never had like the incentive to. I'm not too healthy of a person. Like I know you can't see me, but I have a little bit of a pudge. And This Pokemon Go is really helping because it makes me go out and catch Pokemon. I have to go outside to look for Pokemon and go to Pokestops to get Pokeballs and all that. Um, so how the game works with Pokemon is you have to go like looking around for them. You actually have to go looking around outside, unless you have incense, which attracts Pokemon to you, attracts you to Pokemon. Yes, it gives you a fetish. I'm sorry. um, but basically, you go around and go find Pokemon. You have a limited amount of Pokeballs, so Pokestops are things that are basically placed around everywhere, from in things from churches to schools to local businesses to landmarks. It's a very cool thing, especially when like the Pokestop is a small business. It basically makes it so that like small businesses get attention. Like say you're walking to a Pokestop and the Pokestop is like a Mexican restaurant, and you're like, I'm kind of hungry. Since I'm here and I have money, why not? And I think that's really cool that it gives not only just like landmarks, it gives small businesses more attention. Uh, and another thing that I find cool about this whole venture of Pokemon Go is that it encourages like exploration and also social interaction. Like just today, I was in a Walmart parking lot because I was looking for Pokestops, and I already knew the Pokestops. But this dude who was getting in his car, who was like older than me, probably like 40. He was like, "Hey, dude, this whole place is like crawling with Pokestops and Pokemon. You should just like start walking around here." Of course, I already knew this, but I was like, "Oh, hey, thanks, man." And that's really cool that people are like giving other people advice to find Pokemon. I really like that's a thing. I really like that people are almost forcing themselves to interact with people now too. From what I've heard, it's been helping people with depression and social anxiety, and I mean, I haven't really experienced that. I haven't really like had to talk with people like over Pokemon Go. I have had that idea of like people who are also playing Pokemon Go. I kind of want to take a picture with them, but I'm not sure if that would go over too well. Um, but anyway, I like that it's encouraging social interaction. Um, so I mean, Pokemon Go is like is a super revolutionary thing too. Like uh, as one of the many memes has stated, over 8 years, Michelle Obama has been fighting child obesity and been trying to get people to go outside for like 8 years, and Pokemon Go did that in 24 hours. Michelle Obama's like, why didn't I think of it? Um, but speaking of memes, the memes for this are amazing. The memes for Pokemon Go are absolutely amazing. They range from the making fun of the teams, which are basically teams. There's Valor, which allies itself with Power and Moltres. Team Instinct, which allies itself with Instinct and Zapdos, and Team Mystic, which allies itself with Intelligence and Articuno. I am on Team Valor. Um, most of my friends are on Team Valor. My boyfriend is on Mystic. So it doesn't get tense. We just kind of like, whatever, man. Um, also, another cool thing about this is that actually, go back to memes. The memes, they range from making fun of the teams to making fun of the availability of Pokemon to other silly things. One of the memes I saw was like it was Moltres, Articuno, and it's like gifs of Moltres and Articuno. Moltres being all cool and Articuno being all cool, and then instead of Zapdos coming in, it's like it's Big Bird coming in and just knocking down shit, and I love it. It's just like, yep, because from what I've noticed, no one picks no one picks Team Instinct. It's all about like Valor and Mystic. Valor and Mystic have kind of a blood feud, from what I've noticed. It's like it's like when the PS3, the Xbox, and the Wii were doing things. Like the PS3 and Xbox were like, fucking like fighting each other, and then the Wii was doing off and going off and doing its own thing. It's just like, whatever. Those two can fight. I know my fucking market. um, so, Pokemon Go is an amazing thing. You should download it if you have not already, if you can. Right now, it's not available in certain countries and not available on, I think, iPhone, which kind of makes iPhone users a little sad. But it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It really is. It's already, like, changed my life in a good way. Not very dramatically. It's just kind of like, I get outside. What? What is this? What is this madness? I'm going outside and walking. And I usually take, like, my longest walk was like 2 hours, but it's usually like a half hour to an hour that I usually walk. And it's really nice. I mean, unless I get sunburns, which I have already. Oof. So, hopefully, in the near future, they get trade up and running. They get friend battle up and running. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot about gyms. Gyms are a thing that are a thing. They are controlled by any of the teams, Mystic, Instinct, or Valor. And if one of the gyms is controlled by an opposite team of you, you can go and fight it. I've tried that. Hasn't worked in my favor. Because the gym around me, which is like right around my house, it's super good. Right now it's in control of Mystic as of this recording. And I tried to at least knock it down a little bit today while I was walking. Yeah, it didn't work. I got to the Jolteon, but then I got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked by the Vaporeon that was there. And no, sorry, not the Vaporeon, the Golduck. The Golduck that was there. Oh my god. It was horrible. That's the one thing I kind of don't like about Pokemon right now, Pokemon Go, is that all of the gyms are so much stronger than me, and I can't fight them. It's more along the lines of an issue with me instead of the game itself. Well, the game itself has its own share of issues. Cough cough servers, cough cough. Which hopefully will be fixed in a new patch. They've already released a patch to fix some bugs and some concerns. Speaking of concerns, oh, the news is having a field day. Like, the news stations at one point did kind of praise it for being, oh, hey, it's getting kids outside. But then they decided we need stuff to complain about. So, it decided that focusing on the stupid people would get more ratings. Because what they do is they focus on like the people who are going into neighborhoods they really shouldn't be going into and getting hurt, or like not looking up from their phones and walking into trees and poles and stuff. And I'm like, there are other things you could be reporting on about this, like the fact that some people are walking for causes, for causes, for good causes, and then like other people are walking shelter dogs with them or their own dogs. People are walking because they want to get healthy, but you choose to focus on people running into poles and getting mugged. Okay, cool. That just shows me that we're a little screwed. A little bit of morbid humor there, but I think that the news should really chill the fuck out and report on things that actually matter instead of people running into fucking trees over a fucking phone game. But it's been a wild ride this week for Pokemon Go for me, because I've caught really good Pokemon, I've caught really shit Pokemon. Hoping to catch enough EVs to get it to a Jolteon. Oh, please be a Jolteon, another Vaporeon, or a Flareon. That would be super disappointing. Ugh, Jolteon's my favorite Pokemon. Like, literally, legitimately my favorite Pokemon. I need it. So, yeah, this was the first episode of HodgePodge Rambles. It's been about 10, it's actually like 13 minutes. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more of this, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to suggest a topic, please leave it down in the description. I will be seeing you next time, whether this be another HodgePodge Rambles or reading of some sort. It's going to be very sporadic because I have a very sporadic schedule and a very sporadic mind. Sometimes I'll do whatever. But anyway, so whatever I see you on next time, I will see you then. Goodbye.